Neera Tanden is Joe Biden's nominee for the Office of Management and Budget. A lot of Earth in this chart, with 4 Virgo planets plus the lunar south node, Saturn in Taurus and a Capricorn moon. The main complementary sign is Scorpio, and this combination of earth and water fits the job well since it is related to finance. Earth signs tend to do well in this area, and the Scorpio planets are excellent as well. Her problem is that during the Trump years, she took it upon herself to take it to the Republicans via acerbic tweets in which she expressed her disdain and disgust. And she's an equal opportunity pistol since she let Bernie Sanders have it as well. Mars in your sign will typically add assertiveness and even combativeness, and it's always best to keep it a good distance from the Sun, as is the case for her, since when it's too close, it tends to weaken it and or make it less effective. Now, the Republicans are using the excuse that her candidacy is insufficiently in line with Joe Biden's stated intention to lower the temperature and seek national unity. And to make matters worse, Joe Manchin has stated he will vote against her, while Turtle Mitch, sensing an opportunity to score a win against the Democrats, is directing his caucus to unify against her nomination. So, although I don't have a birth time to enable judging the impact of the rising degrees, looking at the day position of her planets, it seems to me that despite the chart's apparent strength for the job in question, transiting Neptune is the villain in her plight. It has been opposing her Sun for some time and is now poised to oppose Mercury, and since she is a Virgo and Mercury rules Virgo, the challenging impact of these two planets being under the Neptune opposition is considerable. Again and again, I notice that Neptune is a crucial planet in the political arena because it ties so closely to popularity, and whether you're trying to get elected and need the approval of the public at large, or you're looking for endorsement from Congress colleagues to get a job, Neptune is super important, and you'll tend to do much better with a conjunction, trine, or sextile. Staying out of the squares and oppositions is critical, but of course, unfortunately, the elections come up when they do, and so do the important jobs. Her natal Neptune, even without knowing how it might connect to ascendant degrees, is supportive of her Mercury-Pluto conjunction, and even to some extent the Sun itself, though with a pretty big orb, but with water-to-earth support. Of course, it does oppose Saturn and is in geometric square to Mars, so there's enough natal challenge to potentially translate into difficult transits later. I like Neera. She's a true blue progressive, and she is competent, articulate, and sports an inimitable laugh that broadcasts authenticity, but to her misfortune, the current timing of events has her caught in the web of hypocrisy the shameless Republicans are weaving. It's pretty rich of them to say her tweets have been offensive, given whose tweets they've been okay with the last few years. I suppose it's still possible she'll get the job. Transiting Pluto is trining her natal Pluto this whole year, and in the shorter term, transiting Mars trines that same Pluto from Taurus, and the faster moving planets in Pisces are trining her benefic Jupiter-Venus conjunction. But if I had to bet, none of this is enough to overcome the Neptune opposition, unless perhaps she has an ascendant that completely changes her luck. I've read that if she's not confirmed for this OMB job, Biden still intends to give her a position somewhere else in his administration, which would be a good way to reward her talent and commitment.